Hey friends, Sonia here with Ellie and Mac today, and I want to show you a quick hack to a really fun pattern that we recently released, which is the Oversized Tee. Now, if you haven't seen this pattern, I will link it in the description box below. There is so many options. We know that we all love those oversized tees. They are so much fun, just super easy to style, and this pattern has crops, it has tee lengths, it has sleeves or no sleeves and hoods or whatever it is, however you want to do it. It even has the little where you tie around the waist that is super trendy right now. So definitely check out that pattern. Now, the hack that we are doing today is to make it an off-shoulder top. Now, it does come with a boat neck option. So a lot of people like to just tilt that and kind of wear that off one shoulder. But the reason that I hacked it the way that I did is so that it actually is more defined one shoulder, so it doesn't go both ways. It definitely scoops down more to one side, and so that we can add reversible straps if we want to. Now, I'll show you a couple pictures of the straps that I made. It's super fast. You just make a tube and turn it, and then you can add some hook and eye attachments, and you can match whatever it is that you're wearing. One of the straps that I made matches a pair of athletic leggings that I was wearing with it. Another strap was just out of the same fabric, and then I did a couple of really skinny kind of strappy straps for that really strappy look. So there's all kinds of possibilities with this. Go ahead and stick around and let's get started. So first things first, we are going to hack our off of one shoulder. Now you can see I traced out the top of the bodice, or the whole bodice piece, twice so that it is no longer on the fold. And I'm just going to tape that down the middle. And the reason that we need this all the way across is because our two sides of our bodice are going to be uneven. So I have the boat neck neckline traced all the way across. And I'm going to go slightly higher than the boat neck on one side and slightly lower on the other side. You can kind of see the original line and how I'm changing it. Now, you don't necessarily have to use a French curve for this. I like to use one whenever I can just because it tends to make my curves a bit more even. And I'll go ahead and link that in the description box below. If you don't have one, they're super inexpensive. Now, the next piece that we need to trace is a new facing. Since we are changing the neckline, we're not going to be able to use the original facing from the pattern. So all I'm doing is tracing that new neckline and our shoulders. Now, I'm going to make my facing about 1.5 inches long, so that's all I'm doing is just marking 1.5 inches down from that line all the way across, and that is going to be our new facing piece. This is super important because since our neckline is now uneven, you can see it's higher on the right side and lower on the left side, so we do need to have the facing piece mirror the changes that we made. So we're just going to go ahead and cut those pieces out with the new neckline and the new facing, and then you'll cut your fabric. So once your bodice piece and your facing is cut, you can go ahead and make your piece for your accent straps. You can do as many of these as you would like. I did mine at about 3 inches wide, and that is accommodating for 2 1/4-inch seam allowances, so that's a 1/2 inch total. I wanted my straps wide enough that it would cover a bra strap really easily, depending on what bra I was wearing. So I definitely made wider accent straps on the first 2 straps that I made. Now I just place it right sides together, and we'll go ahead and turn it out just like any regular tube. And once you get it turned out, you want to kind of center the seam in the back and then iron this. That way you make sure that you don't see that seam when you're wearing it. And if you're wondering about length on these, I did go ahead and make mine extra long so that I can sew the clips on one side, try the shirt on, and then trim it to length for my other side. I have this really fun accent fabric. It's the fabric that's going to match the leggings I want to wear with this sweater, and that is our first strap. And you can go ahead and repeat this process for as many straps as you want to make to go on your sweater. So our next step is to try your sweater on, and I just added clips where my bra straps were so I would know where I wanted to attach my straps. Now this is what we're going to be doing. We're adding hook and eyes, and you're just going to hand sew these on with a hand sewing needle. And the hooks should go on your straps, and the attachment pieces are going to go on the bodice of your garment. Now what I did is I went ahead and sewed on the loop side of my hook and eye, and then I want to go ahead and tuck my strap right where it should be, and I'm going to mark with a pin. That way I make sure that there's no gaps between my sweater and the strap. This will be a little bit easier if you put your loop side of your hook and eye, or your eye, I guess I should say, further down. I put mine a little bit too close to the edge, so don't make that mistake. Go ahead and put yours a little bit further down, and then you don't have to overlap these quite as much. Now that's the hook side. You want to make sure that the hook is facing in towards your strap, and we are going to sew about between 5 and 10 stitches through the little loops on that hook, and you want to make sure that none of your thread gets caught around where that loop is, because we want to leave that completely open so that it can catch the eye of your hook and eye. And then I don't find the need to tie off between going from one side of that hook to the other side of that hook. I just go kind of straight across since they're both securing it down to my strap. And you're going to do the same thing and just loop it around that side of the hook. I'm sorry, I know this is hard to see because it's black on black, so hopefully you can tell what I'm doing there. Once you feel that that hook is nice and secure, you'll go ahead and loop it around a couple of times and tie a knot. That way it stays put, and that is what your hook is going to look like when it is attached. You can, if you want, finish the ends of these straps. I ended up just putting a straight stitch through mine so that it stayed closed and the tube didn't open. But I'm going to go ahead and clip that onto the eye of my sweater side, and you can see how that just tucks nicely between the sweater and attaches really securely. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other side, putting it through while it's attached to the sweater so I know exactly where I want to install that eye. I'm going to mark it with my pin again, and then we'll go ahead and disconnect that and attach the other hook on the other side of my strap. Now, and just make sure when you're sewing the hooks onto your straps that your seam is on the same side that your hooks are, because you want to make sure that that seam isn't visible from the front when you're wearing it. So this is the final product with the strap that matches the leggings. This strap is in the bodice fabric so that it matches for a slightly more casual look. And then for the strappy straps, I just added hooks to the ends of those skinny straps. It was a little fiddly, but totally worth it in the end, I think. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked that hack as much as I did. I really love the ability to personalize your makes. It's definitely not something that you would see in ready-to-wear clothes. It's something you can only do when you sew your own. So that is the fun of being able to customize your clothes the way that we sewists do. And we have so many fun hacks on this channel, sewing hacks. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you see those when they come out. We also have videos coming out all the time of sewing tutorials and sewing tool reviews, so make sure that you are subscribed if you're not already, and we will see you in the next video.